So a follower asked me to do a video on dekulakisation. I try saying that after a drink. It's a really important story though, because history as a way of repeating itself. And there seems to be one group that socialist and communist regimes have always gone after, and that is farmers. So Stalin's Soviet Union in the 1930s is the classic example. Farmers who owned a bit of land or livestock were called kulaks, enemies of the state. They weren't rich, they were just independent. But independence was a threat. So they were stripped of their land, families were deported, and many were horrifically killed. And the result, well, farming collapsed, famine followed, and millions of innocent people died. And it wasn't just Russia. So in China, Mao banned private farming and forced everyone into communes. It caused one of the worst famines in human history. Tens of millions starved. In Cambodia, under the Khmer Rouge, it was the same story. Land abolished, farmers worked to death, mass starvation. In Ethiopia, the same story. In the 70s and 80s, land seized, farmers broke, and famine again. We look at Romania. The pattern is clear. Communist ideology sees farmers as a problem because they own land, they produce food, and they don't depend on the state. But when you weaken farmers, the food disappears, communities collapse, and nations decline. Now, of course, Britain today isn't the Soviet Union, but history does give us clear warnings, and right now inheritance tax is putting massive pressure on family farms right here. When a farmer dies, their children can face bills so huge that they're forced to sell land. And sometimes that could mean the whole entire farm. And that doesn't just hurt one family, it weakens our food security. Because when farms are sold off, often to corporations or foreign investors, land is lost to maybe more housing or mass solar farms. Well, we lose our food independence, farm by farm, piece of land by piece of land. We lose stability, and we risk repeating that same mistakes of the past. The lesson from history is very simple. When you punish farmers for owning land, you don't just attack a way of life. You endanger the whole country. History's message is loud and clear. Protect your farmers or pay the price. What would you like me to talk about next?